Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Are you all there? Are we connected? Hello, everybody. Gal, I'm online. You don't need to do that. I can hear you talking. Sorry. Shh. I'm online now. I can hear you. Sorry, everybody. Yes, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Okay. Whoa. What should we have then? Should we have a celebratory song of some kind? Maybe something jolly. Well, yeah, requests. Yes, and my question to everybody was, should that be the Adventurous Waltz or the Adventurers Waltz? Let me know what you think in the comments. I shall be, hopefully, maybe I'll perform it in a couple of weeks' time and it'll be a little bit more solid. Next week is, of course, Moon Song, so only songs about the moon. But there we go. Oh, it's Easter Sunday. Maybe we're going to have to make a change from moons because it's Easter. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I've got to do another song. Cucumber song. Okay. Now I was raised on cucumber and on my wedding day, when the fun was over and the guests had gone away, my old darling said to me, you must be hungry, Joe. Is there anything you fancy? I said, fancy, don't you know? I like pickled onions, I like piccalilli. Pickled cabbage is alright with a bit of cold meat on a Sunday night. I can grow Tommy artists, but what I do prefer is a little bit of cucumber, come, little bit of cucumber. I was flying through the air with my old college chum. Suddenly he said to me, we're bound to kingdom come. Have your wedding on your brain before you wear a crown. I began to shake and said, write this confession down. Oh, I like pickled onions, I like piccalilli. Pickled cabbage is alright with a bit of cold meat on a Sunday night. I can grow Tommy artists, but what I do prefer is a little bit of cucumber, come, little bit of cucumber. Okay, that's enough of that one. It was too high for me anyway. We should do it a bit lower. To the Lord Mayor's banquet I went in one foggy day. When I saw the grub it took my appetite away, with sparrow grass and chaffinches and pig head stuffed with jam. And I said, I don't care for that, you don't know who I am. Well, I like pickled onions, I like piccalilli. Pickled cabbage is alright with a bubble and squeak on a Sunday night. I can grow Tommy artists, but what I do prefer is a little bit of cucumber. I come, you come, little bit of cucumber. Oh God, what chaos! What chaos is happening this evening? I started in the wrong key and it threw me right off. I didn't say it was Easter Sunday this week, but it's Easter Sunday next week, isn't it? Is it really the week after? Oh, there you go. Oh, look, everybody wants original songs. Everyone wants original songs. No one wants musical songs, I'm afraid. Whoever requested that terrible thing that I just played. Oh, no, Graham. Thank you. Thank you for the request. Okay. Okay, so I've had a request for another song I wrote that goes like this. There you go. So that was Berlin Rags, an original tune by me, played atrociously and all wrong. But there you go. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Louise. I want to do. Yeah. Piano and clarinet at the same time. There we go. Spending these lonely evenings with nothing to do but to live in dream. God, this is terrible. Having a terrible time this evening. I've got a confession to make. I gave up sugar for the entirety of Lent, sugar and caffeine, and then yesterday I was tempted and I had some sugar, and I feel like I've been on a massive sugar crash ever since. But that seems crazy. Maybe that's just crazy. That's an excuse. Let's do it again. Spending these lonely evenings with nothing to do but to live in dreams that I make up all by myself. Dreaming that you're beside me, I picture the prettiest stories only to wake up all by myself. And what is the good of me by myself? Why was I born? Why am I living? What do I get? What am I giving? Why do I want the things I dare not hope for? What can I hope for? I wish I knew. Why do I try to draw you near me? Why do I sigh? You never hear me. I'm a poor fool, but what can I do? Why was I born to love you? I lost the confidence there. Too many things running through my head. Here we go again. So that was a special request for Louise. Oh, thank you very much, Renna. I'm sorry for all the internal dialogue. I feel like I made an absolute murder of the whatchamacallit, what was it? The musical. We need to do another musical song, and we need to make it a really good one. So maybe I have to decide which one that's going to be, because I actually learned quite a lot of them in the lockdown. They're great fun. In fact, this is the perfect one, because we are... Yeah, actually, before I continue, am I in sync? Because I did something that I always should have done. You can't see it, but I now have an external mixing desk plugged in. Wow, I'm being streamed on a television in Australia. That's amazing. Lovely to see you, Karen. You are in Australia, right? Or are you back in London? I can't remember. What was I even talking about? I'm in sync, yes. So basically, I'm not using any fancy software anymore. I'm going directly into the internet, and that's it. It's all very, very simple now. And, you know, my computer is not making this noise that it used to make. Yes. So Karen is in Australia. We've got people from all around the world. Anyway, yeah, I know. I think I've been out of sync for about 8 months. So hopefully from now on, I'm going to always be in sync. Touch wood. Plenty of wood around. Okay. So this is a great song because I've been in my garden all morning, messing around with compost. And yes, you know, I just shoveled out the entirety of lockdown's compost, which was lovely and sludgy, full of worms, and it's going to go on the. Oh wow, we've got someone watching in India. Hello, Yannick. Yes, we're going to be covering the back garden. When lockdown started, we'd only just got rid of the AstroTurf and made our garden into bare earth. We decided in that moment that we should make it into an allotment because we could be locked down forever. So we grew loads of potatoes, and now we're into our second year. We've got a greenhouse. We've been propagating, and we're about to spread manure and compost all over the garden. So this is a lovely song anyway. It all makes sense in just a moment. It's a lovely song that there's a great recording of from 1898 by the wonderful Gus Allen, great music hall performer. And it's called If It Wasn't for the As Is In Between. Okay. If you saw my little backyard, what a pretty spot, you cry. It's a picture on a sunny summer's day, with the turnip tops and cabbages, what people doesn't buy. I makes it on a Sunday look all gay. The neighbours thinks I grow 'em, and you fancy you're in Kent or in Epsom as they gaze into the mews. It's a wonder as the landlord doesn't mean to raise the rent, because we've got such knobby distant views. Well, it really is a very pretty garden, and Chingford to the eastward could be seen. With a ladder and some glasses, you could see to Hackney Marshes, if it wasn't for the houses in between. We're as countrified as can be, with the clothes prop for a tree. The tub store makes a rustic little style. Every time the blooming clock strikes, there's a cuckoo sings to me, and I've painted up to Lever Lane a mile. With tomatoes and with radishes, what hadn't any sale. It really is a perfect mass of bloom. And I've made a little beehive with some beetles in a pail, and a pitchfork with the handle of a broom. Oh, it really is a very pretty garden, and the rye house from the Cockcroft could be seen. a chickweed man undresses to bathe amongst watercresses. If it wasn't 40 houses in between. There's the bunny shares the egg box with the cross-eyed cock and hen, though they has got the mip and him them off. In the doghouse on the lion post there was pigeons 9 or 10, till someone took a brick and knocked it off. The dust cart, though it seldom comes, is just like harvest home, and we mean to rig a dairy up somehow. Put the donkey in the wash house with some imitation horns, 'cause we're teaching him to moo just like a cow. Oh, it really is a very pretty garden, and Hendon to the westward could be seen. And by clinging to the chimney, you could see across to Wembley, if it wasn't 40 houses in between. Though the gasworks isn't Willets, it improves the rural scene, for mountains they would very nicely pass. There's the mushrooms in the dust hole with the cowcumbers so green, it only wants a bit of hothouse glass. I wear this milkman's nightshirt and I sits outside all day, like the ploughboy cove that's mizzled o'er the lea. And when I go indoors at night, they don't know what I say, 'cause me language gets as yokel as can be. Oh, it really is a very pretty garden, and the soapworks from the rooftops could be seen. If I got a rope and pulley, I'd enjoy the breeze more fully, if it wasn't 40 houses in between. Wow, there you go. So that was Gus Ellen's Wasn't for the Houses in Between, which is a pretty bonkers song. But it's great if you're potting around in the garden, you know. We learnt it just when we were waiting for the greenhouse to arrive, you know, the build yourself a greenhouse, flat pack greenhouse thing. And it was quite funny actually, because we ordered this specific looking thing, greenhouse, and it didn't show up for months. And then there was some article on the news about some socially distanced restaurant on the banks of the waters in Amsterdam, whatever it is, the lakes or canals, whatever they are. And the exact greenhouse that we ordered was being used as a socially distanced sort of restaurant booth. So that was weird. But anyway, you know, so the lyrics saying, you know, there's the mushrooms in the dust hole with the cowcumbers so green, it only wants a bit of hothouse glass. And we were just wondering where the hell that was. I do play the skeleton in the cupboard. It's not Halloween, but we could do it anyway if you want to, Simon. That's an interesting choice. There's a lovely introduction that Louis does, but I can't quite remember it. So we'll just... And it's nice that you call it the skeleton in the cupboard, because that means we can do it sort of the English version. The spooks were having their midnight fling. The merrymaking was in full swing. They spooked themselves into a cheerful trance when the skeleton in the cupboard started to dance. Goblin giggled with fiendish glee. A shout rang out from a big banshee. Amazement was in every ghostly glance when the skeleton in the cupboard started to dance. All the witch witches were in stitches when his feet made rhythmic bumps, and they nearly lost their broomsticks when he tried to do the bums. You never heard such unearthly laughter, such hilarious groans, when the skeleton in the cupboard rattled his bones. All the witches were in stitches when his feet made rhythmic bumps, and they nearly lost their broomsticks when tried to do the bums. You never heard such unearthly laughter, such hilarious groans, when the skeleton in the cupboard rattled his bones. Well, there you go. That was another Simon Petra. You've had all the requests this evening. No more requests for Simon Petra, but there we go. That was, of course, the skeleton in the cupboard. I mean, I don't normally do the one unless it's Halloween, so that was kind of a bit wrong, but there we go. We should do something beautiful now. After all these silly songs, let's have a lovely, beautiful, dreamy song. Any requests at all? Anyone got any requests except for Simon? Okay, come on, requests. Where are your requests? No requests? So I'm going to have to think of something, which is a shame. I can't remember. Did I play Body and Soul last week? If I did, I feel it's not appropriate. I know what I'll do. I got an idea. Goodness, this bit's really complicated. One more time. We're going to go from the beginning, everybody. I know there's been lots of starts and stops this evening. I apologize for that. All these things are very difficult and confusing, and I'm very, very terrible at practicing, so I'm not good at making sure things come together. But let's just see. Let's see if we can do this again. sound. When I grow too old to dream, I'll have you to remember. And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and so let us part. And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and so let us part. And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart. Oof. There you go. Sorry about that last little note there. I should do that again, shouldn't I? Yes, I should work on the silences at the end of songs, I think, maybe. So yes, thank you for coming on a journey inside my head this evening. It's a little bit chaotic, of course, but we've had some lovely things happen, I think. It's been a great pleasure to have you along for the ride. There's been all sorts going on. Hopefully, I'm still in sync, but you never know. Any more for any more? I think we should do one more and then I'll do my final song, seeing as I started 5 minutes late. Okay. Well, the first person to make a request from this point forth, I shall play that song, if I know it. So it better be a good one. I shall wait, and then I shall perform that song. Yes, and Simon, you are welcome. Well, I don't know. Maybe Simon's not welcome, although he seems very keen. But if someone else, get in there before Simon does. Otherwise, he's going to get the final song. Any Old Iron. That's a pretty big challenge. Oh, I don't know if we can make that the final song. Okay, well, I told you I'd play it, so I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? This is very hard, this song, though. Okay, I'm not. By saying sorry, I had to repeat some songs. You know, I had to repeat the endings because I wasn't satisfied, and I hope you don't mind me doing that. I don't like things. Although I make lots of mistakes, I don't like making mistakes. It just happens. So, anyway, I'll try. Actually, it was a New Year's resolution not to say the S word. Sorry, and I'll try very hard not to make a bit of a. My goodness, we've got 3 requests. We've got 4 requests. So we'll do Any Old Iron because that was the first request, if I can remember it. Great song that was, of course, the master of music hall, Mr. Harry Champion's big hit way back in 1910 or 11 or 12 or something. Okay, there's a little in between bit. You've got to get that bit right. If you get that bit right, everything flows beautifully. The thing is, people now play it with this bit. But actually, the original recording goes... So we might do that one. But it's really hard to... because it's like very staccato and fast, played on a trumpet. Anyway, I'll get on with it. Just a couple of weeks ago, my poor old Uncle Bill went to kick the buckets and he left me in his will. Just the oven. See, you've got to, you know what? If we're going to do this song, which is very difficult, we need the top hat. Just a couple of weeks ago, my poor old Uncle Bill went and kicked the bucket and he left me in his will. The other night I toddled round to see me Auntie Jane. He said to me, your uncle's left to you his watch and chain. I put it on the vest. It made me feel a dandy as it dangled on my chest. Just a flash it off a bit, we were walking round about. The kids, they all ran after me and they all began to shout. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. You're dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. Oh, I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron. I shan't forget when I got married to Selina Brown. The way that people laughed at me, it made me feel a clown. I began to wonder when the dials began to crack if by mistake I got my trousers on front to back. I put me chain on me derby cow. The way the sun shone on it, well, it made me feel a swell. The organ started playing, the bells began to ring. My chain began to rattle, and the choir began to sing. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. You're dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. No, I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron. Now I went up the city and just to have a little spree. There you go. I think that was you see, the thing is I've done the last verse second. I went up the city just to have a little spree. The mayor of London, he was there, that's who I went to see. He dashed up in a canter, in a carriage and a pair. I shouted, holla boys, and threw me hat up in the air. Just then the mayor, he began to smile, saw his face and then he shouted, "Love me, what a doll." He started a little marrying and I thought that I should do it right when he pointed to my watch and chain and told me, "Hi, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. You're dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. No, I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron." I shan't forget when I got married to Selena Brown. The way that people laughed at me, it made me feel a clown. I began to wonder when the dials began to crack, if by mistake I got me trousers on front to back. I put me chain on me derby cowl. The way the sun shone on it, well, it made me feel a swell. The organ started playing, the choir began to sing, the chain began to rattle, and the choir began to sing. Oh, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. You're dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. No, I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain, old iron, old iron. Well, there you go. Almost, bloody almost. We had it perfect, didn't we? We had the first verse and then the third verse perfect, and then I thought, I missed the verse, I'll try and do it, and then it didn't come off. So we shall now do the next song that was requested in the last song, which was Guilty. Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm right, dreaming of you, dreaming a lonely night. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. What can I do? What can I say after I've taken the blame? You say you're through and you'll go your way, but I'll always stay just the same. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. what can I do? What can I say after I've taken the blame? Well, you say you're through and you'll go your way, but I'll always stay just the same. Oh, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. Thank you very much. Okay. What is next? You know what? So what I said to myself was, we've had so many lovely final requests that I'm going to do 3 of them, and I'm going to be cheeky and play extra. So Graham, yeah, you have to wait a little bit longer. Thank you for your kind donations. I should remind people more. I'll put the link up. You know, if you don't mind, I'm going to keep going a little bit longer because I feel like it and because I can. Okay, so that's the PayPal link. Remember the 2 on the end. We had a lovely request from the wonderful Pete. Why do you keep avoiding me? I confess it's annoying me. Honestly, you're so aggravating. Won't you tell me just what to do when I ask for a kiss or 2? You say no, not now, dear. Somehow, dear, you're always too busy for my loving, too busy for my kissing. That is all that I've been getting from you. What's more, and I ain't lying, I've noticed you've been trying hard to shake me and it's making me blue. And I can't understand your action, but I'll get my satisfaction. Don't you worry, just you wait and see. Wait till you want me, honey, and it won't be so funny when I say that I'm too busy for you. can't understand your action, but I'll get my satisfaction. Don't you worry, just you wait and see. Wait till you want me, honey. And then it's not funny when I say that I'm too big for you. So that was for Pete. Here's the other one for the Bywaters. Okay, it's a lovely song about spring. I met her by the river Saint Marie. We swore our love until eternity. Along a pebbled pathway to her door, we kissed and then we kissed again, and parted by the shore. The Angelus, it rang across the sea. I saw her kneel and say a prayer for me. Now winter's gone and spring is on. I'll meet her by the river Saint across the sea. I saw her kneel and say a prayer for me. Now winter's gone and spring is on. I'll meet her by the river Saint Marie. Thank you very much. That was for the Bywaters. This is great. I think if everyone can get to the habit of just sort of lining up requests like this, it would be really nice. I really love it. Just do what people tell me to do, rather. And I'll, you don't even have to request anything, a song. You could say a song about something as well. Maybe you could request a song you've never heard before. You know. Anyway, we shall now finish with the standard ending piece, and this is, of course, this one. Place, park, scene, dark. Silvery moon is shining through the trees. Cast to me, you. Lovers' kisses floating on the breeze. Act 1 begun. Dialogue, where would you like to spoon? My cue with you underneath the... Oh, it was going so well and then I lost it. So we're going to do it again. Place, park, scene, dark. Silver moon is shining through the trees. Cast to me, you. Love's kisses floating on the breeze. At 1 begun. Dialogue, where would you like to spoon? And my cue with you underneath the silvery moon, by the light of the silvery moon. I want to spoon with my honey, I'll croon love's June honeymoon. Keep it shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dream. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon with my honey, I'll croon shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's... Oh, I don't know why I put my headphones on. That was weird. It's been a pleasure to play for you. Thank you for your kind donations. I shall see you next week for the full moon, where I shall perform nothing but songs with the word moon in the title, or moonlight, or moonlit. And I look forward to it. And in the following week, I shall be again performing requests. So I think it's actually a full moon next week, so that's exciting. So, you know, it's not often that I get to do my Sunday Serenade moon special on the full moon, so that's, yeah, wonderful. Anyway, thank you so much for all your kind appreciation, support, and requests. And yes, I'm going to go and practice all these terrible mistakes and come back. No, this is not the way to finish. I shall see you next week. Thank you so much. And, well, you know what, we should have to do this again now. One more time. Good night, everybody. How do I do that? How do I stop? There we go. Oh. See, I'm streaming from a new place and I don't know how to end the stream. There we go. End stream. Good night, everybody.